live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning and happy weekend. It is 8 a.m. It is Saturday. It is February 17th. The prompter says January, but you know, we
so
don't
glad
read
it's not January 17th.
We don't read everything in the prompter. You're right, because in January it felt so much colder. Although I got to say this morning it's not too warm out there.
It feels like it could be January 17th, Sarah, because we had that cold front come in overnight.
Yeah, that cold front moved in overnight and temperatures have gotten very cold behind that front. Take a look at your screen. We've got 43 degrees in San Antonio. It's 36 in Bernie, and we've got temperatures in 35 in Kerrville. But with the winds from the north at about 25 miles per hour, it feels like it's in the 20s in some places, like in the hill country. It feels like it's 37, though, here in San Antonio. It feels like 35 in Hondo, 35 in Converse, and 43 in Pleasanton. Today's going to be chilly. We're only going to get up to about 51 degrees for the high. We'll have wind chills in the 40s all day, and then early tomorrow morning, a light freeze is going to happen around San Antonio and the hill country. Coming up, I'll show you a neighborhood view of which areas I expect to see a freeze, but the rest of Sunday will be sunny and nice. And then finally, I want to talk about overnight last night, shortly after midnight, there was a relatively strong earthquake that occurred about 40 miles southeast of San Antonio. I'll show you which neighborhoods felt the earthquake coming up in just a bit. Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Our top story this morning, San Antonio police say they searched this wooded area for 2 days, all in an effort to find Lena Keel, the child who went missing back in 2021. That search, it is over, and it came up empty. Then 3-year-old Lena disappeared from the playground of her family's apartment complex, remember, in December of 2021, and we have been following her story since that day. Now her father says police aren't doing enough to bring his daughter home. Our Patty Santos speaking with that father, what he's saying about this investigation.
Maybe I don't know.
Speaking through a translator, Riaz Keel is calling on San Antonio police and FBI investigators to step up their search for his daughter, Lena.
I demand for changing the case manager or the detective.
The Keel family met with investigators Wednesday morning. Riaz says he pressed them to keep him in the loop on any developments. By 5 o'clock that day, police were following up on a tip. But Riaz is skeptical.
SAPD and FBI, they're just covering their back. They're not working. They're just wasting their time, and they just, making like they're doing something, but actually they're not doing anything.
Riaz says police told him that an inmate gave them the tip that led them to this greenway near Blue Mill and Gardendale roads. It's less than a mile from where Lena was last seen. Thursday, we spoke to neighbors who say they saw an inmate walk through the woods with officers.
But now they're telling us that there is tips coming from the prison or from the prisoners that Lena is killed or Lena is with them or she's buried somewhere here.
As for his request to change investigators, Riaz says he was told that's not an option. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
So remember, Lena was last seen playing on the playground at the Villa del Cabo apartments on Fredericksburg Road in December of 2021 when she was only 3 years old. Next Tuesday, she'll be turning 6 years old. If you know anything that can help in the investigation, the search for her is not over. You can call San Antonio Police's Special Victims Unit. That number on the bottom of your screen, 210-207-2313.
In your morning headlines, 2 teenagers are now charged in that deadly shooting at Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. Police say Wednesday's shooting stemmed from a dispute between several people that ended in gunfire. The shooting sent panicked fans running and scrambling for safety. One woman was killed and more than 20 other people, mostly children, were injured.
Former President Donald Trump has a lot going on in the courtroom. We now know 3 different civil suits against the former president, responsible for the January 6th siege on the U.S. Capitol. Those lawsuits, they can go forward. Lawsuits from the U.S. Capitol police officers and Democratic lawmakers. Those lawsuits given the green light by the federal appeals court in December. Lawyers for the former president didn't meet Thursday's deadline to ask the United States Supreme Court to determine if their client is protected by presidential immunity. The federal court in Washington, D.C. will now start a fact-finding phase of the suits. There's a chance the case will eventually go before the high court.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is pushing for new legislation in connection to a law that has led to many books taken from the shelves of the state's public schools. DeSantis has called on Florida's Department of Education to limit how objections to books are made in schools this week. DeSantis says he wants a legislative solution that would limit the book challenge process. The request comes less than a year after DeSantis signed a bill that removed hundreds of books from school libraries. But under the book ban, parents also have the option to object to books and instructional materials used in the classroom.
Look, it's a story we talk about a lot. Right. Kids, they're spending a lot more times around their phones, their iPads, especially with programs that are actually tailored to children. And experts now say it's even impacting the way they view the world around them.
ABC's M. Nguyen tells us about this new research and why this is so important for parents everywhere.
Babies and toddlers are constantly developing their senses, experiencing the world through sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Researchers at Drexel University in Philadelphia found that children under 2 years old who watched TV had increased odds of having sensory differences. Examples could be being bothered by the tag on a shirt, the noise of a vacuum, or frequently playing with something in their hands. There are many reasons kids might develop sensory differences, and not all affect them negatively. Sometimes these differences can be seen in conditions like autism and ADHD, but not always. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends against screen time for children under the age of 2, excluding live video chats like FaceTime with family members. For kids ages 2 to 5, the AAP recommends an hour or less. Pediatricians also recommend tailoring approaches to the specific family and patient. They also suggest brainstorming ways to decrease non-interactive screen time and increasing healthy developmental activities such as reading, playing with objects, and socializing with other children, even if those activities may entail screens. With this Medical Minute, I'm M. Nguyen, ABC News.
All right, time now is 8:07, 42 degrees.
After the break, our very own Mike Osterhage shows us a furry friend that needs a warm home this weekend.
A warm home indeed, because it is kind of cold out. 42 degrees now. The sun is up. The weekend has begun. We got a lot to tell you about not only what happened overnight, but also could we hit 80 degrees this week? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments.
I wonder how long it's going to take her to fall asleep if I keep this up. So Felicia's here. Yes, oh, you're getting sleep.
Oh my gosh.
From the animal defense, so you guys got my courtesy. Who's this little one?
This is Sonia, and she is a little shepherd mix who is available for adoption, 3 months old.
She's going to be a big baby.
Yeah.
The size of those paws.
I know, her paws are huge.
We're didn't kind of settle in here. She goes, she's heavy.
And you're going to get a good workout.
Just pleasingly plump.
Oh, yes.
Yes, but yeah, it's going to take the bigger bags of dog food and nice big backyard, lots of energy, good walking partner, running partner.
For sure.
The kids, everything else. So.
Yeah, she has so much energy. So, you know, as long as you're ready and prepared for a baby, yes, exactly. And she would be awesome.
And plenty of chew toys, too.
Yes, for sure. Plenty of chew toys, lots of toys in general, right, just to have and keep her just keep her busy, really.
Yeah. All right, you got some really big news to pass along.
Yes, definitely. So we have our Furry Tail Endings adoption special going on right now until next Monday. So we are super excited because an anonymous donor has covered all the fees for all of our pets. So all of our dogs, cats, puppies, and kittens, no matter the age, all of their fees are waived right now.
Everything with 4 feet.
Exactly. Maybe 3.
Or maybe
you
3,
never know.
Maybe 3. But everything's covered. Wow.
Yes.
And how long does that go on?
Until next Monday. And of course, Monday is President's Day, so it is a holiday. So, you know, if you're out of school, work, whatever the case is, definitely come on by, visit us over the weekend, you know, all throughout this week.
And of course, they would still happily take donations too.
Yes.
And their wish lists, you know, go to the Amazon and everything like that. So if you'd like more information about this little baby, another kiss, thank you very much. Head on over to 1138 Nacogdoches, Paul Jolly Center across from the zoo, or adltexas.org. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
I love Puppy Belly. This is so cute. And the San Antonio Pets Alive, it's extending the love this week with their My Furry Valentine adoption special. At all 3 of their locations, all dogs and puppies are available for adoption with the reduced fee of just $25. Tomorrow is the last day for this special, so make a new family member feel like a Valentine this season.
Aw, and I know A lot of dogs got to be pulled in for the next couple days because possibility of a freeze.
Early tomorrow morning, there will be a light freeze around San Antonio. So make sure your pups have a warm place to stay. I want to start, though, and talk about the earthquake that occurred about 40 miles southeast of San Antonio in Falls City. It was a 4.7 magnitude earthquake. Now, this area has had several earthquakes this month, but this is the strongest of the earthquakes. It happened just after midnight, with a depth of about 4.2 miles. It's a fairly shallow earthquake, but there was strong shaking between Falls City and Karnes City. Light shaking for Floresville, Pleasanton, Poteet, and weak shaking even felt around San Antonio, some 40 to 60 miles away from Falls City. Now, anything less than a 5 magnitude earthquake is going to be very weak. No damage expected. No damage expected from this quake, but it is the strongest of the several we've seen. In fact, we've had some reports from folks around San Antonio that have felt that weak shaking. Let's go ahead and bring up some of those quotes if we can. This is from Audrey. I live in Northwest Wilson County in a mobile home. Definitely felt the quake. Everything shook and rattled for a few seconds. Next up, let's go to New Braunfels from Amparo, and they say, yes, I felt it. Light, but I did. Nothing compared to the Mexico earthquake in 1985. Yes, that was a strong earthquake. Okay, if you would like to learn more about this earthquake, there's an article right now on KSAT.com. Let's go ahead and take a look outside with live cam. We've got a lot to talk about weather-wise, too, as we had a cold front move through, and it's chilly outside. 43 degrees in San Antonio, 36 in Bernie, 36 in Comfort. It's 35 in Kerrville and 43 in New Braunfels. But with the winds from the north gusting up to about 35 miles per hour, it feels like it's in the 30s in San Antonio. It feels like it's 25 in Bernie and 25 in Kerrville. As we take a look at the wind gust forecast around San Antonio, we're seeing gusts of up to 30 miles per hour in San Antonio, with winds calming later on this evening. We'll be looking at temperatures warming, though, but it's still going to be a cool day. 47 degrees at noon, partly cloudy. As we head into the afternoon, it'll be 51 and partly cloudy, so a cool day around San Antonio. Later on tonight, we'll be looking at calming winds, clearing skies. That's the perfect recipe for some chilly weather. Forecast highs today, 51 in San Antonio, only 48 in Gonzales, 48 in Kerrville. It's going to be slightly warmer where they'll see skies clearer quicker toward Del Rio and Eagle Pass, near 60 degrees, but it's tonight that it gets cold. A light freeze is likely from about 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Temperatures just at or slightly below freezing in these areas in pink. So 30 in Rock Springs, 29 in Uvalde. I don't think it'll be freezing, closer to the Rio Grande. 31 in Gonzales, 32 Canyon Lake, 30 in Bernie, 30 in Bulverde. So with this kind of a light freeze, you do not need to worry about your pipes or your plumbing. You don't even need to cover a lot of the vegetation. It's only the sensitive vegetation that you need to bring in. Any potted tropical plants, any potted herbs or things like that that you want to bring in. And of course, remember your pets. So that's the big weather story, is that light freeze tomorrow morning, which is not unusual this time of year. And we'll be getting up to 58 tomorrow, so slightly warmer, but it is still going to be a cool day. And then take a look at that, Max and Sarah, we're going to be back to 80 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday, so a quick warm up.
Are we done with the freezing temps?
It's possible. Again, our average last freeze is end of February, so this could possibly be the last freeze for San Antonio, but not for the hill country. Yeah.
Paper counts.
Not for the hill country, because hill country doesn't see their light freeze on average until March.
Well, in 2022, we had like a pretty serious freeze. I remember it was like March 11th through 12th. It was my wedding weekend.
Oh,
I remember that one. So you never know.
Yep, it can happen, but we'll be sure to let you know. Earthquakes and freezes, we got you covered.
Thank you, Sarah.
Time now, 8:17, 42 degrees.
Take a look outside with TransGuide. The sun is up. People are out and about, starting their early cold Saturday mornings. We don't see any issues out on the roads, but if something does pop up, we'll let you know about it.
Good morning and welcome back. So a new study by an international team of scientists, they found another similarity between apes and humans. Scientists looked at videos of chimps, orangutans, and gorillas interacting at the zoos in San Diego and Germany. They found that our primate cousins enjoy teasing and joking at each other just like we do here on the news desk.
We definitely do. So looking at actions, body movements, and facial expressions, researchers found 18 different joking behaviors, and they didn't find aggressive reactions either. They also noted the playful teasing typically occurred while the apes were relaxed.
Aww.
It's cute.
That is. All right, well, back here at home, speaking of animals, look at him.
Oh.
San Antonio Zoo is celebrating National Hippo Day from now until Monday, February 19th. Just a couple days away. The zoo offering discounted rates to celebrate their beloved
Oh, look at their
hippo.
little snoots.
Aw. That's Timothy.
Free the snoots.
You can learn more about Timothy on our website right now. Just head to KSAT.com. You know, they're actually I love hippos. They're very playful. They can be very dangerous.
Yeah, out in the wild, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be too playful with them up close.
Timmy
and
and Uma, his grandma, that are at the zoo, very sweet. But out in the wild, not so sweet.
Fair. All right, time now. Just about 8:22, 42 degrees.
Today on a new episode of Texas Eats, watch
this
for
is
your
it.
chance. Max has been talking about these all morning. These are the Korean corn dogs, correct?
So excited.
He's very excited. So you want to watch for your chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the San Antonio Stock Show
That's
and
the
Rodeo.
cheese pull.
There it is. And you're going to hear all about how you can eat a Korean corn dog.
Talk to me about what makes it a Korean corn dog.
So the main difference is the batter. Instead of cornmeal, we use rice flour and then we coat it with panko crumbs, so it has a crunchier texture on the outside.
And then on the inside, they're loaded with cheese, right?
So it's half mozzarella cheese, half hot dog.
And you see, you got examples over here. It can get pretty stringy really quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which one do we have here in front of us?
So right now, this is our original potato one. It has cinnamon sugar on top.
Cinnamon sugar, potatoes, and then like you said, that special breading that's on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna dive in. This looks like a solo mission, so you gotta hold this for me. You're the host of the show now, okay?
Okay, great.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of talk to me as I'm taking a bite here. Tell me what I'm gonna experience.
Take a really big bite, so that way you have that huge cheese pull.
Okay, here we go. I'm taking one off the top.
Okay, so is that cheese or pineapple? I'm sorry, is that
So I think it's
potato
potatoes.
or pineapple on
I
it?
think it's potatoes on the outside.
Oh my God.
But the cheese pull is like the cheese pulls of myths. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Oh,
I might have to try it. And
beautiful.
They could be gluten-free.
They could be gluten-free.
I don't know.
Rice
That's why I'm not
flour.
saying they are. They could.
She said rice flour. I eat
Rice
a lot of rice flour, not by choice, but because I have to.
We might have to go onto the rodeo today. And speaking of
Little
which,
field trip.
I know. Kate, there we go. Gina said weekend field trip. Thousands of people are going to be there visiting the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. Of course, they're hungry.
We're all hungry. There's actually a whole team of people making sure food at the rodeo is safe to eat. Every day, Metro Health food inspectors visit all 80 booths, one inspection in the morning and then again in the afternoon.
And they tell us they're looking at all the details, including dents in canned foods.
Look for evidence of any insects or rodents, which in this case we've not had any.
We have to be ready for the inspectors at all times, so we have to have our sanitizers out, and if it's not up to date, then they let us know. We go back and we fix it. But it's a daily routine.
Obviously, health and safety always a top concern, and although the rodeo is not done yet, Metro Health already preparing for future events and meeting with vendors participating in Fiesta.
Ooh. And as Brooks and Dunn take the rodeo stage today, we have a special music sweepstakes for our KSAT insiders.
That's right. Billy Joel and Sting coming to the Alamodome in October, and you can win free tickets to the show.
To enter, do we have the QR code, MJ?
Well, if we don't have it up, just go to KSAT.com.
Yeah, and there it is.
There we go.
Scan this QR code. It's going to take you to be able to enter as a KSAT insider where you can sign up for free. The winner chosen February 26th, so do it now.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah.
I don't think we're eligible to.
No, we're not. Neither is my mom. Your family members are also not eligible.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, Mom. Time now, 8:28, 42 degrees.
Okay, Governor Greg Abbott made a big announcement this week involving border security. We'll tell you about that after the break.
Good morning and welcome back. We've been talking about the rodeo foods for a while
and
now.
And the Korean corn dogs.
The Korean corn dog. And now we're confused.
There's a debate. Is there actual
hot dog in the corn dog?
I think it's just cheese.
I think there's a hot dog in there.
Couldn't see it with all the cheese.
No. Cheese of dreams. But if you dreamt that there was an earthquake last night, you were not dreaming.
No.
That actually happened.
It happened,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Shortly after midnight, there was an earthquake 40 miles away from San Antonio, southeast near to Falls City. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it was a weaker earthquake, but there were some folks that felt some shaking in San Antonio. So we'll have those details in a bit. First, though, I want to talk about the pollen count. We got the pollen count in. Molds, mulberry are moderate and ash is low. So we've got higher tree pollen. Molds are a little higher. It was pretty muggy yesterday, but right now it's just chilly. It's 43 degrees outside with winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour. That makes it feel like it's in the low 30s. And this weekend in San Antonio is going to be a chilly one. We'll be up to 51 today, but it's going to feel like it's in the 40s all day long because of those windy conditions. Then early tomorrow morning, 32 degrees, a light freeze in San Antonio. Coming up, I've got a neighborhood view of which neighborhoods will be looking at a light freeze. Otherwise, it's going to be sunny and 58 tomorrow, so a difference there, but still fairly cool. Here's where that earthquake was near Falls City, about 40 miles southeast of San Antonio. It was the strongest of several earthquakes this month, 4.7 magnitude. Coming up, I'm going to show you which neighborhoods around San Antonio felt that and how strong exactly is a 4.7 magnitude earthquake. Details coming up. Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, we've been covering the tension at the border for a while. Governor Greg Abbott announcing the state of Texas will now be opening up a military base in Eagle Pass, all part of the governor's latest efforts at border security.
As our John Paul Barajas explains, some neighbors are frustrated by that decision.
Razor wire Humvees and Texas National Guard soldiers. All are now part of daily life in Eagle Pass. It's really bad that it looks as if it was a war zone, said Sergio Ortiz. It was among several Eagle Pass residents we spoke to after plans for a new military base were announced. Governor Greg Abbott says it'll sit about 6 miles from city-owned Shelby Park. The state took over that park earlier this year and continues to deny Border Patrol agents access.
He's doing it because he's running again. This is what I did. This is what I tried to do. And I think Abbott is, I don't know. I don't think he's helping us at all.
This is an empty field right now, but the governor says come mid-April, they'll house 300 Texas National Guard members here. When it's all said and done, they'll have up to 1,800 with the capabilities of bumping that number up to 2,300 during migrant surges.
What this is going to do is to dramatically improve the conditions for our soldiers. It will increase the speed and flexibility of the Texas National Guard to be able to respond to crossings.
Border crossings hit a new high in December with nearly 300,000 reported. But U.S. Customs and Border Patrol says those numbers dropped by 50% in January.
You credit the razor wire for the decline. You don't think Secretary of State Anthony Blinken's meeting with Mexico had anything to do with that?
Of course not, because as everyone knows, it's not Mexico who controls the border. It's the cartels who control the border.
Secretary Blinken met with Mexican officials in December. Since then, Mexico has deported migrants found riding trains headed to the U.S. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, John Paul. Over in El Paso, more than 100 demonstrators protesting a new immigration law that allows local and state law enforcement to arrest migrants. State judges will also have the ability to issue orders to send migrants back to Mexico. Governor Greg Abbott saying Texas has a right to protect itself against the president's border policies or lack thereof. But opponents say the law violates our civil rights.
To make it clear, I mean, that is before don't belong to the state. This is not what we wanted. That is a discriminatory racist legislation, and we're protesting against it. And we want the state of Texas to eliminate this before. I mean, that is the end goal of this campaign that we're launching today.
Well, that law is set to go in effect on March 5th. Presidential hopeful Nikki Haley spent the day.
We want to defund sanctuary cities once and for all. Put 25,000 Border Patrol and ICE agents on the ground and let them do their job. Go back to the Remain in Mexico policy so that no one even steps foot in the U.S. And instead of catch and release, we go to catch and deport. That is what will stop what's happening on the border.
That was presidential hopeful Nikki Haley, who spent the day in San Antonio on Friday campaigning. Her campaign hosted a meet and greet with voters at Viva Villa in historic Market Square. Her stop in San Antonio just came 30 minutes after Governor Abbott announced the addition of a new border base camp that we just told you about. So Haley says her plan to stop illegal migrant surges call for letting Border Patrol do its job and get rid of sanctuary cities. And here are a few reminders before primary voting gets underway. This upcoming Friday is the deadline to apply for a mail-in ballot. Early voting for this primary starts on Tuesday, and of course, Election Day is on March 5th.
All right. Go Spurs, go. San Antonio's Victor Wembanyama and Jeremy Sohan taking the floor last night at the Rising Stars Challenge during NBA All-Star Weekend. It was pretty cool to see. Only way for the two to face off against each other if they won their respective semifinal games. Wemby dropping 11 points for Team Pau, but Team Pau ended up losing in the semifinals, and Sohan advanced on Team Jalen. And in the end, Team Jalen did win the trophy. Sohan all smiles. Here's Wemby after his All-Star action.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, because it's at the same time, I want to win, and I hate losing, but it's at the same time I have so much going on, and that I'm happy that I just knocked one thing off the list, for this weekend. So it's mixed feelings.
All right, just if y'all aren't clear, did you get to watch any of it?
No.
It's very cool the way they did it. It's basically freshmen and sophomores in the NBA, first and second year guys. I'm thinking college. First and second year guys, and they put them into different teams, and they basically go off in tournament style. That's why Jeremy and Wemby were on different teams. There was a play, though, where Wemby caught the down court pass and just waited for someone to catch up to him. That person hit his arm, and then he dunked it just to get a three-point play. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah. But
Go
either
Wemby.
way, go Wemby.
Go Spurs.
Go Spurs, go. Time now, 8:39, 42 degrees.
And these stars aren't the only thing rising, so are gas prices. After the break, we'll take a look at how much you'll be paying at the pump.
That was a great transition. All right. If you do need to drive around this weekend, make sure to be safe, be smart. The temps are going to warm up. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey, what you can expect. Good morning and welcome back. No, it is not your imagination. Gas prices are going up, and just in time for a holiday weekend, we saw actually quite a jump this past week.
Absolutely, and as 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz reports, you're going to have to dig a little deeper into your pockets these coming weeks to fill up your car.
Hang on to your cap. Gas prices just moved into the climbing lane. They're up 18 cents in the past week, 32 cents in the past month. John Kajioka feels it. His truck guzzles $65 a fill-up.
I know I got to gas up every week.
Janice Salazar drives a lot, too.
I know which areas have the cheaper gas, so I do a little shopping around to the different areas.
We did, too, and found unleaded for $2.59 and along Pat Booker in Universal City. But buckle up. As spring break road trips get closer, more increases are coming.
Could be just a week or two away from seeing those sub $3 prices disappear. So prepare to dig a little deeper.
How much deeper? Well, let's put it this way. If you have a mid-sized SUV, for every 30 cents the price of gas goes up, you're putting another $5 right here into your tank.
And by the time they peak, we could be looking at an average of anywhere from $3.15 to $3.35 a gallon in San Antonio.
Why the rise? Gas Buddy's chief analyst says oil prices are up, but the main reason for the continuing surge is seasonal. Spring means more people will be driving, and refineries will switch to mandated pricier summer blends. It's a rough road for drivers already paying more for just about everything.
I think I'm going to ride a bike.
Marilyn Moritz, KSAT.
And what doesn't help, a new study from Forbes ranking the worst drivers across the country. Analysts looked at national highway traffic data, including crashes per 100,000 residents of a city. 3 of the top 15 cities with the worst drivers located right here in the Lone Star State. Dallas claiming the number 6 spot. Fort Worth, number 9. San Antonio listed at number 12.
At least we're not in the top 10.
That's true. Look at that
Although
optimism.
a lot of people probably feel like we're in the top 10 for the worst drivers. It's possible. We did have an earthquake, though, last night. So we've got a lot to talk about. Earthquakes and freezes. Now, the earthquake occurred 40 miles southeast of San Antonio in Falls City. It was a 4.7 magnitude earthquake just after midnight. A shallow earthquake, depth of 4.2 miles, but it is the strongest of several earthquakes in the area this month. Now, a lot of people did feel that up to San Antonio, but the strongest of the shaking was, of course, right near the epicenter. Moderate to strong shaking between Falls City and Karnes City, but weak to light shaking felt around San Antonio, Seguin, New Braunfels, Floresville, Poteet, Pleasanton. Again, some 40 to 60 miles away from the epicenter. Our viewers have reported some of the shaking. Here's a look at some of those quotes from our viewers. This is from Phyllis. I felt the earthquake around midnight as I was reading a book in bed. Thought it was a bit rough for the winds, a little stronger than winds. That was near Randolph Air Force Base. Next up, we've got Kathy. We definitely felt the earthquake in New Braunfels. If you felt the earthquake, email sspivey@ksat.com. My name, sspivey@ksat.com.
Sure.
And by the way,
cool.
what we've been doing is we've been really following this story of why there have been so many earthquakes around this area, or at least increasing earthquakes around this area. We are on Balcones Fault, but there's some other reasons too. Scan that QR code. Justin Horn has a KSAT Explains all about earthquakes. And magnitude 4.7, if you're curious, is still a light earthquake. It's not until we get up into the 6 to 8 to 9 range that we get damaging earthquakes. And around San Antonio, it will be very difficult for us to see very strong earthquakes. Okay, weather setup. We've got some light rain from Laredo to Corpus Christi. This is just behind the cold front that moved through. We've got a lot to talk about weather-wise too, because as you step outside, it is cold. Winds are from the north, gusting up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. Temperatures have fallen behind this front. It's 35 in Dallas, 22 in Amarillo, 27 in Midland, 30 in Fort Stockton, and even colder up to the north. This is a cold core of air. It's not too unusual to see this kind of cold this time of year. In fact, our average last freeze in San Antonio isn't until late February, so not out of the ordinary that it is this cold outside. You can see that we still have some clouds, but skies will gradually clear today. 43 degrees at the airport, 39 in Bulverde, 35 in Kerrville, and 43 in Hondo. But with those winds from the north, it is chilly. It feels like it's in the 20s in Boerne, feels like it's in the 30s around San Antonio and down near Pleasanton, feels like it's 24 in Los Maples. We're going to have a wind chill throughout the day. Skies will gradually clear, but by noon it's going to be 47 with a wind chill still at 40 degrees. So it's going to feel much colder. Northeast winds gusting up to about 25, 30 miles per hour with a high right near 51 today. And then tonight with winds calming and skies clearing, that is the perfect recipe to see cold weather. By tomorrow morning, we're going to be looking at temperatures falling from the 50s into the 30s. It's going to be 32 in San Antonio, 30 in Kerrville, and 30 in Rock Springs. Now, this is a light freeze. We're not going to need to protect those pipes or even cover a lot of your plants, but I would bring in your potted plants, your sensitive vegetation, and I would, of course, make sure that your pets have a warm place to stay. Still cool tomorrow, but completely sunny with a high near 60. And then for President's Day, near 70 degrees, and then we will be back near 80 by Wednesday and Thursday, guys.
Thank you for explaining the earthquake significance, because most of us don't grow up around earthquakes here in South Texas, and I'm like, okay, 4.67?
4.7, and it's on a logarithmic scale. So every one increase, so if you go from a 4 to a 5, that 5 is 10 times as strong as that 4. So again, big difference between a 4 and a 5.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, just about 8:50, 42 degrees.
Okay, from inflation to mortgage rates, we have your latest finance news after the break. In your morning money news, as if the prices of the grocery store weren't proof enough, the latest inflation numbers show wholesale inflation rose in January more than economists expected, with an increase of 0.3%. Economists had predicted a 0.7% gain for the year. However, the impact on us is the same. It's an indicator of how much things cost. So ultimately, it shows things are still more expensive than they used to be.
And bad news for would-be home buyers. Mortgage rates rising again this week. The average 30-year loan now 6.77%, the highest level in 10 years, or 10 weeks, excuse me. Remember, it did hit higher than 7% earlier in the last year. Now, 15-year fixed-rate mortgages climbing to 6.12% from 5.9% last week. But costs are down from late October. And a lot of predictions put the 30-year home loan rate at about 6% by the end of the year. So, optimistically, it might go down.
Let's hope so. And with inflation rising and many residents are looking for ways to cut back, there's many finance habits to keep in mind when navigating our current economy.
Digital journalist Ivan Herrera has some tips to create some good spending habits.
Building good personal finance habits can be challenging, but they can benefit you in the long run if you stick with them. Here are some tips to help you manage.
First, a good credit score is vital for your financial well-being. One way to get and keep a good score is to apply for credit only when you need it.
You're entitled to a free credit report every 12 months. It's ideal to set up an annual reminder to be up to date and spot any errors that may be hurting your credit report.
You can also set up bank alerts for your balance at the end of the week or if your balance gets too low.
And if you have a financial emergency and can't make the bills for the month, act fast and call your creditors. Missing a bill payment may have negative economic impacts. So, reach out to your lenders before your due date to see what options you have available.
Lastly, when you're shopping for a loan, get quotes from a few different lenders. You could save money by shopping around and getting estimates to compare terms and fees.
For these tips and more, visit ksat.com/money. Ivan Herrera, KSAT 12 News.
I love that Ivan's getting involved in the show.
Yeah, Ivan does a lot behind the scenes with our digital team. We have so many people behind the scenes, not just us, so I love it when our behind the scenes people, they get involved.
Of course, and Ivan's incredibly smart too,
Yes.
so it helps. Time now, 8:55, 42 degrees.
Let's take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3080, Fireball 7, Daily 4, 7987, Fireball 0.
And your cash 5, 2, 5, 11, 27, 30. And I think personal finance gets a lot easier if you win hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's almost, I believe, at 500 million for Mega Millions.
Like I said, personal finance becomes a lot easier. Well,
what's inflation? I got 500 mil.
Right. Good luck to all you out there. Here are the numbers: 19, 23, 39, 42, 67. Big number 18, Megaplier 4. Good luck. We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. A beloved Central Texas music festival. It has been saved by a local city official and the state's favorite grocery store. Blues on the Green, a 33-year-old annual music show in Austin. It is back after announcing last month that it would be canceling the 2024 concert series. So in a social media post, Blues on the Green thanked Austin City Council for the approval of Resolution 23 and HEB's increased financial support. It actually helped keep this iconic music tradition alive in Austin and open to the public. It is at Zilker Park, and we are still waiting to learn when the music will go on.
Look at HEB, saving the day. All right, and Disney's Royalty is coming to the Alamo City. Frozen, the Broadway musical. I had one of my friends, Sam, she reached out to me. She was like, do you want to go to this? I was like, let's chat about it.
Okay.
Is headed to the Majestic Theater in May, and it's bringing a San Antonio native home with a starring role. Preston Bettis, who attended Northeast School of the Arts and Texas State University, making his national touring debut as Hans. Oh, I love Hans. For a list of showtimes and a link to buy tickets, just look for this article on our website, KSAT.com. Do you even know who Hans is in Frozen?
I don't, but I'm glad Preston can make his national
Hans
debut
is the one
here
with
at
the
home.
Reindeer.
That is the least helpful thing you've ever said.
Okay.
But, maybe I'll go.
Okay.
It'll be fun. Another GMSA weekend field trip. Time now, 8:59, 42 degrees.
Okay, the CDC says illnesses are on the rise after the break. We'll talk about what health officials are recommending.